KD Beats. KD Beats. KD Beats.
You have to be crazy to play this game. Like, I don't show it all the time, but deep down inside, like, I slap shit out of all y'all.
About time something good happened. Couldn't keep cool, but we got to keep the law. Couldn't keep cool, but we got to keep the law. About to do this shit again. We ain't drafting no ends. About to do this shit again, bit. We don't draft defensive ends, bit.
Beats Planet.
Something to celebrate about. Cut that shit back up, bro. Man, listen. Shouts out to Blue Flame, all the essential. I need glasses. Hold on. I need glasses, bro. Shouts out to the Blue Flame, all the essential workers, all that. Shouts out to the front office. Shouts out to the academy, all that. Shouts out to the agent. Shouts out to the player and all that. Shouts out to everybody in the chat box, everybody cool and all that. Listen, man, a lot been going wrong this offseason, bro. A lot been going wrong. And look, we have set a record at an alarming rate, a new record of but Voch. And sometimes I don't have the answers to explain it to you. Sometimes I get on this show and I cut my microphone on and I don't know what the hell to say. I don't always have the answers. I don't. So today we just gonna celebrate, man. Just cut this shit up a little. Listen, man. Perfect. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what's so dope about this plan, right? Let me tell you just a little bit. About right there. Let me tell you what was so dope about this one today, right? Let me just tell you what was so dope about this one. Is that we retained one of our better players and we saved some money. It don't get no better than that. It don't get no better than that. It don't get no better than that. You retain one of your better players and you save some money. Coop and them gone. Leo and them about to be left. You know, Leo about to walk out the door too. We gonna play Boys to Men. It's so hard to say goodbye. We're gonna address that appropriately. But out of all the losses in this war that we've taken, we finally get a W today. Finally, we get a W today. Demarcus Lawrence signs a brand new deal to the Dallas Cowboys, and it's very interesting. Very interesting how it was set up. He signs a new deal, 3 years, $30 million. The entire contract is guaranteed. Okay? The entire contract is guaranteed. But it kind of gets D-Law more money because he was on the back end of his contract, right? D-Law had gone through 2 years of his own, you know, of his deal or whatever. He's probably used up all of his guaranteed money on that deal. So he could have been a $27 million player with 2 more years left on his contract, but none of that was guaranteed. So it was either have that 27 on your books, but it's not guaranteed that you can get it, get dropped and go to another squad that probably wasn't going to pay it, or you stay home, save us some bread, but D-Law gets more guaranteed money at the end of the day. His cap number is for sure lower. But he makes more money. So it's a pay cut on the books, but that number wasn't guaranteed. So let's just hit this button one more time. Daniel W says this is terrible. Demarcus Lawrence is 29, so his contract is guaranteed through the age of 36. Where the fuck you see that at? Where you see that at? Demarcus didn't get extended, right? It's not like we kept his old contract and extended him. He has a new contract. He's been re-signed. So his current contract takes us through 2024. You understand? So if he's 29 now, that'll take him till what, like 33 or something? Till he's 33? Right. Even if he's older, even if he's 33, he'll be making $10 million. You shitting me? So this first year, he's gone from 27, and just on this first year, he's gone from $27 million to 14. I would love to see what the rest of the language is, you know what I'm saying? The rest of the language and how it's like distributed. I almost say it's spread out, but we can use words like distributed. But at least for in 2022, the cap's probably gonna go up next year and the year after that. But in the year 2022, we picked up an additional $13 million just by signing this man. He went from 27 mil to 14 mil. He picks up an additional, we pick up an additional 13 million in cap relief. I want to cry. Who told you he was signed till he was 36? Demarcus Lawrence signs an 8-year contract with the Cowboys. Shit, man. Sorry. Daniel W, where you see that at? Where you see that at? That he signed a 7-year contract. You shitting me? So like I said, for 2022, his cap number goes from 27 to 14. We saved 13 mil in cap relief. So I would love to know how the rest of his contract is distributed. The rest of that $16 million. I want to know how the rest of that $16 million over the last 2 years are going to be spread out. Look, this is a fantastic deal for both sides, bro. Because for one, if he wants to stay home, and which he probably did, if he wants to stay home, he stays home. And he get more guaranteed money. He makes more money. Because if he was moved on from, he wasn't going to get that guaranteed money. He gets more guaranteed money. So if he's older and get injured or whatever you want to call it, he gets his security. He gets more guaranteed money than he had on his previous contract. But I want to talk about the football side of things, bro. I want to talk about the football side of things. Let me just turn my music up and just do the Young Jock one more time. Just hold on, just hold on. So, if I could just talk about the football side for a second. We saw some things from this defense last year. Dan Quinn was able to do magic without his top people. And there's this common theme going around, Cowboy Nation. When we get into these Demarcus Lawrence fights, we shouldn't be getting into these Demarcus Lawrence fights, to be fair. I just want to know whether D-Law haters at now. This man done gave us a discount. You can't hate this man no more. Like, take a shower first. Like, you still hating this man? Grow up. You still hating this man? Listen, what we saw last year from the Cowboys defense, right? What we was able to see, Otis said he overpaid. Not no more, motherfucker. Not no more. That motherfucker ain't overpaid no more. He not overpaid no more. Maybe he once was. But in a land where Christian Kirk can make $21 million a year, you're not finna look at me and tell me that 3 years, $30 million for Demarcus Lawrence ain't worth it. You just hating all your life if that's the case. Have some breakfast, why don't you? I am awake in the chat box says Lawrence got lazy. In his last 5 games, he averaged like what, 4 turnovers, 4 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and an interception, pick 6, I believe. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Y'all keep finding this new shit to talk about if you want to. You keep finding this new shit to talk about if you want to. You ain't finna move me. I'm 10 toes down on this one. We ain't got shit to complain about on this one. Like I was saying, let me focus. R.I.P. Scott Hall. Hey, yo. Listen, so what we saw last year from this Dan Quinn defense, right? We saw Dan Quinn able to turn shit into sugar. Everybody got hurt. The water boy got hurt. Stephen Jones got hurt. Cheerleaders, announcers, everybody got hurt. My feelings got hurt. It all happened. And Dan Quinn still made a respectable defense out of them gentlemen. We just started adding more pieces. Malik Hooker got healthy. Okay, so I Am Awake responded and says he's been missing for years, Voch. He just played last year. He just played last year. And he got 4 turnovers, 5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and an interception. Let me explain this and then I'm respond to you. So Dan Quinn turns shit into sugar, right? And then he starts adding all his pieces back. J-Ron turns to a full-time starter. Malik Hooker gets healthy, right? Neville Gallimore comes back. But there was this moment, right? There was this moment in Cowboys season last year where all the shit started to come together, where everything started to just mold into this pot. All those flavors in that pot, all the ingredients came together. And that's when D-Law came back. And this defense looked different when D-Law got back. Right? It looked different when D-Law got back. Totally different. And you know, you can say, well, Voch, what happened to D-Law's production? Well, we know those numbers. We understand the numbers about, oh, well, such and such and such. He's the most double teamed XYZ. Oh, when D-Law does this, the other player on the other side always ends up being, the one that gets the one-on-ones, that get the free looks and such. You know what I mean? It's always the other guy that does well when D-Law. And, I understand that you can get a bad taste in your mouth when that happens, right? But we saw this magical moment that when Randy exists, Micah exists, and D-Law exists, whoever didn't get double teamed that game tore shit up. We're not finna pretend like that shit didn't happen. And if you're a notorious D-Law hater, you can please just say so. Because then I can stop responding to you. You know what I mean? Because I know your motive at this point, if that's your motive. If you're a notorious D-Law hater, let me know now so I know not to address you when I see you. But something magical happened. Something magical happened when D-Law, Micah Parsons, and Randy Gregory were all on the field at the same damn time. I would Pele at the same damn time. Something special happened. You mean to tell me not only do we get that, but we save $14 million in 2022? You shitting me? You shitting me?
Perfect.
What? If you gonna hate, you just gonna hate. It ain't really nothing I can say, you know what I mean? If you gonna hate, you just gonna have to hate on your own. You just gonna have to hate on your own. There's nothing else I can say to you. Nothing. Thank you, TJ. There will be no hateration and holleration. Cause listen, you can never deny D-Law the player. If you feel like we overpaid him, I can let you talk if you feel like we overpaid him. 3 for 30? You shitting me? Man, the phone line is open, by the way. Phone line is open, 202-926-1127, access code 309104. If you wanna call into the show, I'm here. I'm here to listen to you. Somebody called in from their job. Somebody called in from Allstate Insurance. They called in from their work number. I badly want to answer this. Who the fuck calling from Allstate? I gotta listen.
How you doing, Voch?
Is this Jake from State Farm?
No, it's Jack from Allstate, actually, believe it or not.
Is this Baker Mayfield from Progressive? What tarnation going on here?
No, sir.
How you doing?
How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, man. Talk to us. What you got for the show?
Oh no, hey man, I'm just trying to maybe, I guess, jump on the bandwagon with you, like, because clearly what you're saying is not ringing true to these people. They're not understanding. They're not speaking your language. This deal is a great deal, and people forget that he is the top 5 in pressures. Why are we worried about sacks? This guy puts more pressure and allows Randy Gregory to be who he is. And for $10 million a year, oh my gosh! Like, I mean, I want to go kiss Stephen Jones, and I can't stand that guy.
Man, it's fantastic because look, being able, especially in this time where we've been getting the reports all day, teams are just losing all their best players, and to be fair, we are too, right? But not only did we keep one of our better players, one of our better playmakers, one of the guys that I would consider one of the damn nuclei to be scientifically correct, nuclei of this team. And he's making $14 million in 2022. So that means in one of these years he's going to be less than $10 million. That's incredible for us. So we get to keep one of our signature players that's still 29, and defensive end at 29 years old ain't bad. We get to keep that and save money. How is this not a win? How is it not a win?
Well, let me tell you this. Let's ask the audience, if you had a chance, with his bad back and everything, when Demarcus Ware was going to leave, if you had a chance where Demarcus said, hey, before I go to the Broncos, I'll give you one shot, I'll lower it, but you got to guarantee a little bit more. Knowing what we now know, do you think that had any influence on going, you know what? Because we tried to pull this, tough guy mentality with Demarcus Lawrence, and all of a sudden we're like, hey, you need to take a pay cut. And he said, no, thanks. I'll go see free agency. And we're like, you called our bluff. We're just kidding. We actually really want you because, like you said, he's one of our 3 cornerstones, right? I mean, you got a great linebacker, you got a great corner, and you got a great defensive lineman. And Randy Gregory himself, when he's out there, I mean, they're a great tandem. So we had a chance to either lose him or keep him, but we didn't just keep him and look like fools. We kept him and saved money and got him at a deal. Like you said, at Christian Kirk getting $17 million, that $6 million that Michael Gallup got the other day is looking real good. And now DeMarcus Lawrence taking $10 million. I think this team believes in Dan Quinn, and I think this team believes that let's run it back. I know we lost a few pieces, losing Cooper, but, I trust in Will McClay. I know he's going to draft well. So, our coaches will develop. Our scouts are amazing and have been amazing for a long time, except Taco Charlton. We'll just let that go. Everybody has a mistake every once in a while, right? But I truly think that we're going to look back at this and go, this was a great deal. The Michael Gallup deal was a great deal. We're still shooting ourselves in the foot with Zeke, but let's be fair to everybody. You guys have to understand, they expected the salary cap to go up, and between COVID and those 2 years, 16 extra million. So what happened is, we expected this to go up to protect ourselves. It didn't go up, and now we look like fools because we're stuck in a Zeke contract and we cannot get rid of him. and we have to unfortunately bite the bullet on that one. But this one is looking really good. Gallup and Demarcus Lawrence, I'm loving this. I'm truly, truly loving this.
Man.
Who do you think we're going to bring in free agency?
Shit,
like,
I
who
don't
do you
know.
think that's out there that we could possibly save, bring in and add to this team?
Somebody I've never heard of, or somebody that I've never watched play, that I'm definitely gonna have to watch film on when we get them. That's just how we do. But hey, this is a long off season. It's not over yet. This is no time to panic. I like what we're doing so far. You said your name was Jack from Allstate?
That's right, sir.
I'm gonna put you down platinum. This was a fantastic call, Jack from Allstate. Everybody drive safe out there. Appreciate you, Jack from Allstate.
That's right. And if you're looking for insurance, give me a call. I'm in Arizona. Have a good one,
in
guys.
Arizona. Let me tell y'all something, man. Appreciate Jack. Let me get Jack up off of that. Listen, man, Jack made all the fantastic points, man. All the fantastic points. He's better with us than without us. Celebrate. 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 Somebody say give Von Miller here. Ain't gonna be room for Von Miller here because all our defensive ends is back. We all back. Assuming we sign Randy Gregory, but I think we'll be fine. Somebody done definitely hacked Otis. I'm ashamed of Otis. Somebody definitely hacking him. But it's all good though. I ain't gonna say nothing to nobody. We got Trucker's Life on the phone. What's up, sir?
Hey, man, how's it going?
Life is good, man. I can't complain. Just trying to work on this draft stuff. Got this breaking news in between some of my draft work, but it's all good. What you got there? Trucker's Life. Talk to us.
Hey, man, like I told anybody on Cowboys Nation that follow Mark Holmes or anybody that heard me talk, I would have rather kept D-Law than Amari. Because D-Law has more of an impact. And hear me out. Because if you look at it, when Amari Cooper came out and was like, oh, if I was more featured in the offense, blase,
Mm-hmm.
it created a problem in the locker room. We didn't perform on offense as even close to what we were before.
For sure.
But Demarcus Lawrence, what did he say? We have to do better.
Mm-hmm.
He preached we as a team.
For sure.
And honestly, I don't know how true this is, but I have a cousin that is in NFL Network that played 17 years in the league. And by what I'm hearing, there was a rift between Amari and Dak, where Amari called Dak a black Kirk Cousins.
That ain't real, man. Come on. We not finna do that. We not finna do that from that random Twitter account. From that random Twitter account that can't nobody verify, that ain't nobody else say.
It
Come
wasn't
on.
a Twitter account. It was actually an NFL Network too.
We ain't see
I'm not
that.
saying it's true. but there was a rift.
Come
Because
on.
Amari is too damn good for Dak not to target.
But he ain't call him that though. He ain't say all that.
No, I'm saying that there were rumors of that, but I'm saying it might not have been that extreme, but there was something there.
That's that internet, man. That man ain't say all that.
No, but you get
Cooper,
what I'm saying.
Cooper sound too witty to say that. Cooper sound too smart to say something like that. Come on, what are we doing? Cooper smart ass would have called him somebody from like the Roman times, like a coward from the Roman time. Boy, you're an Ephialtes. He wouldn't have called him Kirk Cousins. Come on. Coop's too smart for that. Themistocles. He'd have called him some other smart name. He wouldn't have called him Kirk Cousins. But go, I'm listening to you.
No, but what I'm saying is that's rumors. I'm not saying from that. I'm saying there's some kind of divide between him and Dak. He's too good for Dak not to target for some reason. But what I'm saying, this Demarcus Lawrence new contract, man, I know we already lost Ed Will, but I'm hoping it opens us up to sign Randy and Bobby Wagner. That's what I want.
All right, man. We'll see.
If we sign Bobby Wagner, we don't need a linebacker in the goddamn draft. Fuck that.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see. I don't know if we're necessarily gonna go for it, Bobby, but like I said, this is a long off season. There's no reason to overreact to anything. When we have more months to go. So we'll see. We got a long way. Trucker's Life. Please plug your channel. I'm gonna get somebody else on the phone, Doc.
Hey, I'm a truck driver. I live on the road as a truck driver. My channel is about how I cook in my truck on the road. It's Truck Cooking with Trucker's Life. But I have one more question, Voch.
Okay, what's up? What's up?
What do you think Dan Quinn's projection for Jabril Cox and Micah this year together as a tandem?
Shit, I don't know.
Do you think that he would just add another younger linebacker? Or a veteran linebacker to teach them the way of the NFL?
I mean,
that's why I want Bobby Wagner is to teach Micah and Jabril how to become what he's become.
Shit. I mean, if I had Dan's number, I swear I'd call him and bother the shit out. I mean, but that's just something that they're gonna have to figure out. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna you're gonna have to add linebackers at some point because the room needs them, just in terms of like roster building. But hell, whether it's older guys or new guys, it don't matter. I mean, just anybody to run with Micah is cool. I mean, we got a long off season to figure it out and to see what's going on, but we'll see.
Okay. I know I keep going on, but I got a lot of questions.
You sure do. One more, and I'm gonna let you go.
Man, all right, for sure. With us re-signing Michael Gallup, we got CD.
Sure.
We obviously already lost Ted Will.
Sure.
What do you think? Because you're the draft guy.
Sure.
You're the draft god.
Sure. Appreciate you. Grateful.
But what receiver do you really think we can take to make up the difference?
I don't think you should.
I know the ones I like, but I don't know them as much as you do.
I don't think you should draft to make up the difference. You should just kind of draft as the draft comes to you. Just if you end up drafting to make up the difference, then you might end up making a mistake. So I always say, go with the best player. You know what I mean? So like if the best player at 24 is a wide receiver, like if he's egregiously the best player on the board, then just take him. But if not, don't feel bad. Like just take somebody in the second round. And if there's not somebody there in the second round for you, just take somebody in the third round. Like you shouldn't be pressed to go find a receiver because you have a good number one and you have a good number two. You know what I'm saying? So just find somebody that catch the football for you. Find somebody that complements Dak's style. Just find somebody that run routes and catch the football and you'll be fine.
Yeah, because the only thing I want at receiver, man, I want that 4-3 receiver. That's it. That fucking receiver that'll just blow the top off the defense. Sure. Because it'll open everything else up for CD and Michael Gallup and whatever else receiver we got.
Sure.
But that's it, man. I was just calling and checking in with you.
Appreciate you.
Asking those few questions.
Appreciate you. No doubt. I'm about to get these other calls in. Salute, my guy.
All right. God bless and truckers.
Yes, sir.
Ow.
I love when people call in and they be having 30 questions. Yo, Voch, I got a question, man. You know what I mean? Let me just ask you this. I'm like, all right, cool. And I answer it. They be like, yeah, I got one more for you, Voch. And I'm like, okay, well, cool. What's that one more? And then they be like, last one, Voch, last one. And I ain't going to say nothing else. All right, cool. Go ahead and ask your last one. I'm like, all right, cool. Voch, I ain't going to lie, man. I had 9 questions to ask you, bro. And I'm just like, man, I can't answer all 9 of them. I got a show to do, man. I got a show to do. Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I got a show to do. I can't answer all 9 of them. Somebody was in the super chat. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta find you. Hold on. But we appreciate Truckers Life for calling in. There we go. Stelios dropped in and dropped 5 in the super chat. Says Bobby Wagner, he ain't coming. Hey, yo, Stelios, we don't know. We don't know. No idea. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. I can't say what is or ain't gonna happen. Is you or is you ain't coming to that? We don't know. We're gonna find out soon, though. We're gonna find out soon. We got a lot of numbers we're not familiar with, so let's see who the hell calling the Voch Lombardi show. 336. What up? Who this?
What's up, man? This is Josh from North Carolina, man. How you doing, Voch?
What's happening, Josh? Just celebrating this D-Law victory. What you got for the show?
Oh, not much, man. I was just calling in to, share praise with this glorious deal we done got
Salute.
with D-Law. I think it's phenomenal. 3 years, 10 a year, like you were saying earlier, not even.
Sure.
I think that someone in that room crushed it. I don't know if it was Jerry. I don't know if it was Steven. I don't know if it was just D-Law's willingness.
Sure.
Someone crushed it in there, man.
Sure. 100%. 100%. Totally agree. Because, we went from a bad feel about it, right? Asking D-Law to take a pay cut. He says, nah, I'm not taking a pay cut. It worked out for both sides. So whoever idea was to make this happen to where D-Law gets more guaranteed money and we get cap relief, that's the hero in all this. They the hero.
Exactly. But I did have one question for you, Voch, and then I'll let you go, bro. I know you got plenty of callers trying to get in touch with you.
You good.
So I was on YouTube right before I clicked on your live stream.
Appreciate it.
And it was a news report of some 25-year-old female suing Jerry Jones and accusing him of being her biological father, and I just needed to know if you had heard about that or knew anything about that or what the deal was with that situation.
I have definitely seen the Twitter rumblings, but I just didn't consider it my business. I didn't consider it my business. I looked at it two ways. I took a very mature approach and I took a very immature approach. And I'm going to share with you both. My mature approach was, hey, this ain't my business. It ain't football. That's on y'all. I'm going to let you handle it. My immature approach was, hey, if I was a billionaire, ain't no telling how many children I had run around, you know what I'm saying, that I didn't know I had. So, hey, it might be true. It may not. But at the end of the day, that's their business. It ain't football. It's just Cowboy related, I guess. But I don't know.
Do you think this kind of story will grow to any kind of like interference with his day-to-day activities with the team?
Jerry's a billionaire. He ain't got to do nothing he don't want to do.
Hey, I hear that. One more question for you, though, Voch. Do you really honestly think Dak can be our quarterback to win us a Super Bowl?
For sure.
Now,
for sure.
Genuinely.
For sure.
Genuinely.
For sure. Matt Stafford just won one. Joe Flacco has won one. Trent Dilfer has won one. Jimmy Garoppolo almost did. Peyton Manning, when his arm didn't work, won one. Anybody can win the Super Bowl. I legitimately think Dak's one of the better quarterbacks in the league. I think he can win one.
This past season, bro, he had ample opportunity to prove himself.
Sure.
And every time when the moment was on him, when it was time to shine, when it all came down to his performance to prove to the league what kind of team we was going to be, if we was going to be taken serious, or if we was going to be what Stephen A. thinks we always are.
Sure.
And every single time that man laid an egg, and I'm losing confidence in him, man. I think I've lost all confidence in him.
Well, that's upsetting, and that wasn't the question you asked. The question you asked is, do I think Dak can win a Super Bowl? I 100% think he can. You know what I mean? Now will everything come to, like, first of all, let me just, bro, like, winning the Super Bowl is the hardest thing to do. The hardest thing in football to do. Aaron Rodgers is beloved best quarterback of all time. Got one of them. Like, Tom Brady he legit have people thinking that this shit easy. It's not easy. It's not something that's just gonna happen. And everything gotta go right. Everything gotta go right for it to happen. Dak can win it. Appreciate it, Shaq. Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls. Anybody can win it. You need the whole situation to be great. Now, if you ask me, do I think the Cowboys as an organization can win one, or Mike McCarthy as a head coach leading this team can win one? I mean, those are different questions. But I've seen worse quarterbacks than Dak Prescott win it, and I've seen quarterbacks that y'all absolutely love not win that motherfucker consistently. So, Dak can win it for sure.
I appreciate you, Voch.
Salute, my guy.
Sir.
Appreciate it. Who was that? I hope it didn't sound aggressive there. I hope I didn't sound aggressive there. But goodness. Let's quit moving this goal. Yo, Voch, can Dak win a Super Bowl? Yes. What about in week 12? That ain't what you asked me. That ain't what you asked me. It's not what you asked. Those are different questions. What we talking about? What we talking about? We on draft defensive ends. All right, cool. Let's get back to the phone. See what the phone's talking about. We ain't doing nothing else. These numbers we haven't seen before. Let's figure them out. 405. Who this?
Can you hear me all right, Voch?
You whispering a little bit. Sound like you're in a microwave, but I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me better now?
You at work? You at work trying to get fired, or you trying not to wake somebody up? Be honest.
No, neither. I'm just chilling right now. I was just using my headset.
Okay, I got you, my guy. You good? What you got for the show?
All right, what's up, man? Boy Bangley. I've been a long-time watcher. Roll with the Unintentional Grounding Boys.
Hey.
Over there with Lieutenant Dan.
Yes, sir.
I got at the most, depending on how you look at it, it's either a 2-part question or 2 questions.
Okay.
Want to know, so far in your evaluation, I've been watching a lot of your stuff on the Patreon.
Appreciate you.
Who currently is the most overhyped draft prospect that you've seen, and then who do you feel is the most underhyped or underappreciated currently?
People are hyping the shit out of Jermaine Johnson right now, and they're underhyping George Karlaftis.
So it's for real just Jermaine and George. You haven't seen any offensive linemen that's underappreciated or nothing like that instead?
They're overhyping Bernard Raymond. They're underhyping Kenyon Green.
Okay, I agree with
If
that.
you have somebody in particular,
agree.
you could just cut this in half and just tell me who you thinking. But
No, it's nobody in particular. Like I
okay.
just wanted to know because like I said, I've been watching the Patreon. Like I already know how you feel about Jermaine Johnson. I'm well aware on that one.
For sure.
And then I'm well aware on Karlaftis and on how you really do see him as a true defensive end, as somebody who's going to give you the pressures. They may not always give you the sack, but they're always going to really be making that impact. He doesn't have the athleticism to always be chasing everybody around, but he's going to put forth that effort to make sure that even if he can't catch you, he's going to be in the area. So I just wanted to know, like, if there was anybody else, because I know that you don't always watch all of your film on the Patreon. So I was wondering, like, if you've seen anybody while that you weren't on Patreon, that you haven't been putting on there, haven't made an actual video about or anything that you feel is underappreciated or overhyped.
I think this is a pretty good offensive tackle class. I mean, guys like Kellen Dyche and Abraham Lucas and my man's from Ohio State with the French name Petit Friere. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I just don't think that we're talking a lot about after the first few offensive tackles. I don't think we're talking about many more of them, and I think this is a class full of them. So, if you want to go there, I can say that.
All right, bet. All right, that was really it. I ain't trying to hem you up on a whole bunch of questions, man.
Okay, you good, my guy. You good, man. Hey, man, this is y'all show, man. Y'all can call in and say what y'all want, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, though.
Well, I appreciate you. Thanks for taking my call, bro.
Yes, sir. Something else about this D-Law thing, too, though, right? Let me cut my music back on. Something else, too, about this D-Law thing is we get to keep a leader. Oh, we get to keep a leader. And, you don't really want to muddy that water because at some point you want Micah to take over. At some point you want Micah to, put his foot down and be like, all right, this is my shit. But this is Micah's second year. You know what I'm saying? Continue to let Micah just run around free with no responsibilities. I love what we did. Micah was green dot guy for a little bit. They was like, you know what, man, we're going to take on J-Ron. We want you to run around and just hit folk. We want you to just run around and just hit folk. You know what I'm saying? So now there's not this pressure for Micah to be the, you know, the leading guy. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a time. There was a time at the end of the season where I was like, yo, D-Law playing a little better than Micah. Not that Micah was playing bad. I think the defense as a whole was playing really well. Not that Micah was playing bad, but it's just that D-Law had like 3 fucking turnovers in 5 games. You know what I'm saying? And a sack and like a touchdown and like 3 stuffs. You know what I mean? So just taking that pressure off of him. I think bringing back Randy, bringing back J-Ron, just making that building, you know what I mean? Making that building fire. Opposed to Micah just being the only dog in that fight. Let's have like 7 dogs. I think Trey Diggs is a dog that you bring to the fight. You know what I'm saying? I think you still need that, you know? You remember the Saints game from it's like 3 years ago or something like that. Like the infamous one time that we we've beaten the Saints before, but I'm talking like that time when like Drew Brees and them was good. And we rolled in there and we like beat the Saints like and it was a defensive moment. I think that moment came from D-Law's presence. You know what I mean? Like that moment came from D-Law going, hey man, hey, I don't give a fuck about these people. Hold on, I just had to pull it up. We got a bunch of new people in here that just came in. Like when D-Law came to the media and he said this.
You have to be crazy to play this game. Like I don't show it all the time, but deep down inside, like I slap shit out of all y'all.
like that game. You need that. You need that. You gotta have that. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather have many killers than just one. All day, every day, no problem. Actually, no. Tariq was here first. Let's go with Tariq. Tariq, what up?
Yeah, what's good, man?
Cooling, my guy. Cooling. Celebrating his news.
All right. Yeah, it's good news. We save a little bit of money, man. But it's like, damn, what we gonna do with the money? You know, my whole thing about it is that.
God damn, dog! We just signed the paper, man. Can we just roll around in the dollar bills in the bathtub for a second? Why we gotta spit it already? Let's hold on to the money for a day. And we'll just spit it tomorrow.
You know, I don't want to let Randy go out there and play in free agency. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want him to go out there and play. I really want the Cowboys to go ahead and sign him and get him out of the way. And if we can get Bobby, I'm with that too. But J-Ron, I think we need J-Ron back.
Sure.
If we can get him back. Because I really believe like J-Ron helps out Micah, helps his growth. Helps us see more things on the field.
For sure.
You know what I mean? By him being that green dot dude back there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like our poor man, Chandler. You know what I mean? And I like that. You know, he's an enforcer back there too.
Sure.
And my whole thing is, I think that getting rid of, because I was pissed off when we got rid of Coop. I ain't going to lie to you.
Sure.
I was pissed off about it. But I heard Trucker's Life talking about he rather got rid of Coop than got rid of to get rid of D-Law.
Mm-hmm.
I get what he's saying in a sense, but at the same time, too, Coop don't throw the ball to his stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even sometimes when this dude was double covered, sometimes he's open. Even when he's double covered, you got to throw the ball up sometimes. And that's what I did. That's what I wasn't appreciating out of Dak. You know what I mean? So if the man did say that about Dak Prescott, I kind of get it a little bit because what I don't like about Dak, sometimes he's a little bit too damn hesitant. He's looking for the perfect play. And sometimes you just got to pull that thing down and run it, just like he did in that San Fran game. He was hesitant before he ran in for the touchdown, and it was right there for him to run in. So it's like, how many times we've seen that last season out of him? I understand he tried to be a better pocket quarterback, which I am seeing out of him. But at the same time, too, I'd rather see Dak under center more than that shotgun bullshit he was in last year. Because, you know, I really believe Dak, to me, is a West Coast quarterback. I think he plays better under center, to me, especially when the running game is going right. But all that shotgun, he's all right in that. But he hasn't. To me, he's not a Brady yet, or he's not, or Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? And my thing with him, I'm gonna be honest with you, I get tired. What I get tired about with Dak is that why he feel like he has to turn it on at the end of a game when he had certain chances in the game to turn it on, like his sense of urgency. I think that sometimes he needs to know, like,
if you lose at the end of the game, when the hell else you want him to turn the shit on? I want to be urgent too. If I'm losing at the end of the game,
But why we gotta wait to the end? Dak is one of the better quarterbacks out of that 2-minute drill. It's like, damn, dog.
When else you want the man to be urgent? Man, I hate how we get to the end of the game and we losing, and then Dak get urgent. What you mean?
What I mean is like this, bro. What I mean is like this. I'm not trying to beat the man upside the head, but at the same time too, I didn't. Me personally, I want to see more of that comeback Dak that we used to have. Like, he gonna bring you back and try to win the game. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to get all the way down to the seconds of a game for me to see, like, he's urgent about getting down to the field. That's the only thing I'm saying, bro.
I get it. So you hate when Dak lose on purpose in the second and third quarter so the fight could be fantastic and then come and try to win. Hey, I feel you. When he try to lose on purpose.
Yeah, because it's like, how many – no, I'm not saying that he's losing on purpose, but how many times you don't get a shot at doing that when he did in New England? How many shots you don't get like that, bro? That's all I'm saying. And I'm not putting it all on Dak because I'm looking at it like this. Kellen Moore putting him in some dumb play call. He putting in dumb play calls too.
Whoa. So it's Kellen Moore's fault now. What are you saying? Wait. So is it Dak's fault or is it Kellen Moore's fault? Whose fault is it?
Both of them.
It's both their fault?
It's a little bit of both.
It's both their fault.
Both of their fault a little bit.
It's both their fault.
Yeah.
So you're mad at what Dak doing, but then you're mad at what Kellen. But Dak's only doing it because Kellen's saying to do it. Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Well, hey, shit, he better get a little Romo in him.
So
remember, Romo said he's gonna play. Romo used to change the plays on people, man. Hey, that's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not trying to have an argument with you about this.
Me neither.
But I do see what people saying. That does need to show a little bit more urgency sometimes, because he can go flat and stay flat. We don't see that out of him, bro. That's all I'm saying, man.
So
I'm gonna listen to you.
So before you leave, right? I'm just calmly asking you this. So in the second and the third quarter, right? You probably don't want Dak to be doing none of that, like dink and dunk stuff. Like, you probably want Dak to take more shots downfield.
Yeah, sometimes I do want
You just called him a West Coast quarterback. I'm leaving, Tariq. Thanks for calling. You just called him a West Coast quarterback. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You don't know what you want. You don't know what you want. I'm leaving. You don't know what you want. Man, say Dak was losing on purpose in the second and third quarter. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Then he said it's Kellen Moore's fault. Then he blamed Kellen. He said, man, I be hating when Dak be throwing the ball all short and shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Tom Brady. The greatest of all time. I feel you, player. He ain't the greatest of all time. I got you, dog. My bad. He ain't Tom Brady. He ain't. You got it. He ain't Tom Brady. I feel you, bro. You 100%. But listen, I don't want you to think that I don't want you to call back, though. Like, please call back. I love the fact that you called. Give me a hug. That man said, man, I'm going to call Voch show. I'm going to call Voch show, and I'm going to tell him I'm mad that Dak get urgent in the fourth quarter. I'm going to kill with that shit. I'm going to kill with that shit. D-Law signed 3 years, $30 million, bro. Save a little bread. Save a little bread. We ain't doing nothing else. Save a little bit of money. We ain't doing nothing else. We ain't doing nothing else. My goodness. Then he said Kellen Moore name. That's where we agreed on something. We got to the end of the argument. We finally agreed on something. He said it's Kellen Moore's fault. Probably. My word. Hey, Miss Scouting Pro. 2 Aisha in the building. A-Rod is back to hate on us. Chris Davis, Tony up in there, Maurice up in there. Appreciate you. Shaq, the Vikings fan, dropped 5 in the super chat, and he said, wide receivers, Dallas should look at Justin Ross. I've seen him. Jahan Dotson. I've seen him. George Pickens. I've seen him. I need to see more of George Pickens, but I definitely watched the shit out of Jahan Dotson today. And Jahan Dotson is from Penn State. He's a player that's very Dak friendly. How about that? And it wouldn't be drafting a redundancy. You just got rid of Cooper, so you would want like a route runner to replace that. Jahan Dotson from Penn State, you got. From Penn State, Jahan Dotson, you got. All right. So let's just go ahead and pause this, and we go ahead and get a new call on the phone there. Let's see. Should we go with we're gonna go D Shift. What up, D Shift? Formerly known as Angel, formerly known as Angel from Texas, but he got his name reposted, so he's D Shift now. What up, D Shift?
Nah, man, I was thinking about YouTubing for a long time, but y'all work too hard.
It's a rough business, sir. It is a rough business, sir.
So I was just trying to change the name, so you know how the Cowboys have the Dallas or the Cowboys shift, right? Or the Dallas shift when so that was just kind of my thing, victory formation.
For sure.
And that's kind of my first thing, man. What's going to have us doing more victory formation in the playoffs, Voch, as far as which prospect do you think that we'd have the potential to get, that if you put them on this team, they will make the team actually move up a notch? You as far as where we stand right now, because you can't do nothing about the fact that you got rid of Coop. You got rid of them.
Sure.
But you think the team's going to be better. From where you think they stand right now, which prospect do you think would be the best for your team? And of course, there's always BPA you got to consider, right? So which one do you think would be the best one?
You talking about that you could possibly get at 24? Or you just talking about in general?
Yeah, 24. Because I mean that I look at the draft as like a probability, right? The guys that the higher the pick, the more probable it is that you're adding a guy that could be a franchise mix.
I don't know.
I mean, a franchise changer.
I don't know, dog. But, in some of these past drafts, the best players come from the teens in the early 20s. I ain't just saying that because that's where we at, but that's just kind of what it looks like. Plus, in this draft in particular, I have less questions about the players that are being drafted in the teens in the late 20s than the top 8 or so. Like if you was drafting top 13 last year, you couldn't miss. It was impossible to miss.
Like the year that we got CD, one of the things that helped us that you had a lot of good quarterbacks coming up. Well, in this year that's not the case.
Well,
right? That's not. Teams looking in don't think that it's smart to maybe. What's the Pickett guy and the
Lamb fell because teams are bad at drafting. But I'm talking about last year where the top 13 was just all good players, unless you're talking about like the quarterbacks or whatever. But most of the picks that you got were good players. I'm saying that this ain't that this year. I'm saying that the better players with the less questions are the guys that you're gonna take in the back of the middle to the back of the draft in the first draft. So I think the Cowboys are in good position to draft whoever the hell they want.
Okay, yeah, and I understand that overall because there's a lot of good guys coming out. Every position that you need. You can go linebacker, you can go offensive line,
sure.
Receiver, tight end. All these things will make your team significantly. I think they'll be a good investment.
Sure.
But I was just kind of think if you had ideas to if you added a corner in the mix with Trayvon Diggs, or if you added a linebacker with Parsons, or
whatever you want, best player.
Put another wide receiver back in
whatever
in
you
the
want.
mix where you're
whatever you want.
Okay, so also with the Demarcus Lawrence thing, I think that's great because now you can kind of look at him and what he's getting paid, and you feel good about it. Kind of like what Tyron Crawford was at, but just obviously a better player. So good to hear. Good to hear that they got cap relief in that way. But nice talking to you, Voch. I'll holler at you, man.
Bet we ain't got to draft no defensive ends, though. Bet you that. Bet you that. Appreciate you, D-Shift, artist formerly known as Angel from Texas. We have Sharon Coleman drop 50 in the pay pack. She love us to pieces. Says, thank you for your coverage on the Cowboys during the offseason. Do you think Dak was still suffering from his calf injury as to why he didn't play well in the second half of the season? Love you, God bless you and your family and all your listeners, man. Please stay safe. We just love Sharon Coleman so much. Sharon Coleman just holding us down, just spreading love. We just love her back. Yeah, so Dak did kind of come out and say at the end of the year that he wanted to heal up and things like that. So, if he probably didn't get as much zing on some throws, if he didn't run around a little bit, maybe he was trying to protect himself. That makes a little bit of sense since he's come out and he said that. We're not going to make excuses or anything, but that's probably what happened. So, you might be on to something, Miss Coleman. You might be on to something, Miss Coleman. You know what I'm saying? You might be on to something. What the chat talking about? Top 20 is fire. After that, I don't know. I wouldn't even say the top 20 this year. I would say the top. Ain't you an Eagles fan? I ain't talking to you. If you want to know what's wrong with the offense, watch Dak versus Derek Carr passing drill. Make Lael Collins play. Lael about to go. Lael about to be in Cincinnati somewhere. He about to be in Jacksonville. They signed the folk. Never a hater. I got my opinion. Voch Cowboys for life. Not calling you a hater. I'm just saying that you hate the Cowboys or you hate whoever you hate. Not saying you're a hater. It's a difference. Like Reddy Red's not a hater. He just hate Amari Cooper. Like We Them Boys is not a hater. He just hate the Cowboys. It's just just Ojabo Luck's the best defensive end to me. Let's go to a call we don't know. 804. What's up? Who this?
Yo, what's good about you? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
This Phil from the 804. I've been watching you for a little minute now, for like 2 years. I just ain't call in just because I be watching it. But
hey man, come as you are. Come as you are. This is home. This is home, man. Come as you are. Go ahead. I'm listening to you. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Say that again?
Go ahead.
Oh, I just don't be feeling all these Cowboys fans. They talking about it's the worst offseason ever and shit like that. They don't even be letting it happen. They don't even let nothing go down.
Man.
Like, now I feel like Demarcus Lawrence got signed. Everybody like they about to flip. Oh, everything cool now.
Right.
Right. And one more thing. I was with my my homeboy the other day. His brother. He got two brothers.
Uh-huh.
And I'm crazy for saying Dak better than Lamar.
Lamar who?
Jackson.
Nah. You ain't crazy. I mean, I kind of believe that.
I knew I wasn't crazy because one of them a Giants fan, the other one a Ravens fan. So I'm like,
Yeah.
And my homeboy here a Cowboys fan.
For sure.
So.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, Lamar Jackson's probably a better football player, but Dak's a better quarterback in my opinion.
Yeah, and I was saying that, like, he took the rock and all that, but if you blitz him, you can't really, like, you can't sit back and just, he can't got you up like talking about.
Yeah, for sure. You ain't wrong. And as far as your first comment, I didn't want to leave you hanging or nothing like that, but I do think that it's just a reactionary thing. I think that if you're a Cowboy fan and just and it's interesting because we should be used to how the Cowboys operate by now. We should be used to bad news, and then we go on this run of good news. That's typically how it works, and it's only bad news because we're getting rid of people. But if you listen to these speculative stories, right? Like when you come out and say, hey, we might release Cooper, we might do this, we might do this, we might. You just hear 6 mights and you take that as this is definitely going to happen. Like they said, like D-Law might get cut, but D-Law just took a pay cut and saved us some money and got him some more money. Right. So I like to wait until the offseason is done and then I grade the offseason as a whole, opposed to just giving these reactions for every little thing that happens, because you end up like taking a lot of stuff back, and I don't want to do that. That's exhausting.
And the thing is, my pops be keeping me cool, because like, say we could get anybody, it don't matter how good the player is. I go to him, I'll be like, yo, we just got so and so, we finna do this and that. He'll be like, we gonna see. He don't get excited for nothing. I swear he don't.
For sure.
But one more thing before I get off here. If y'all in the Richmond, Hopewell, Petersburg area, me and my dad do a construction business. I'm at school right now, but if y'all out there, we just A&A Concrete, just
Hey man, shout your stuff out. Do y'all build houses? Cause Voch got something in the works. So I'm about to get a house built in Dallas. So do y'all like travel or something?
We do patios, we do garage floors, we do sidewalks, pools, we do everything. We take down decks, replace them, we do all that.
Hey man, come to Dallas, make some money. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Yes, sir. I'm serious. I'm serious. There are some things in the works. I need people. We got let's start going down the list. We're gonna start with Notepad Fairly. Then we're gonna go Chop from Funky Town. Then we're gonna go JR the Mailman. Then we're gonna go Raul. Y'all please be patient. Notepad Fairly, what's happening?
Oh, what's going on with you, Voch?
Coolin', my guy.
Man, it's been a minute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Man, yo, bro, it's crazy we still sitting here trying to defend Dak, man. Like, I don't understand, bro, why they keep moving the goalposts on him, man. Like,
you know something so interesting, Fairly. Sorry,
I'm
I'm so sorry for cutting you off, sir. I'm so sorry for cutting you off. Keep that thought. Don't forget it. I was talking to my bro, Said E Fresh, right? If you look at this offseason, Carson Wentz is a priority quarterback. Mitch Trubisky is a priority quarterback. These teams are terrified to draft any of these children, any of these passers in this draft. You have Dak Prescott. What are you doing?
What I keep.
What are you?
I mean, like, what?
Where you gonna where you gonna find? Look, because even if you don't, because look, I think highly of Dak. I think Dak is top 3 to top 5. Even if you think Dak is top 10, where the fuck the other top 10 quarterbacks you gonna find better than him? Where they at? You gonna draft him at 24?
And I'm with you on that. I put him top 5, but folks come over here, it's mostly haters. You know what I'm saying? Dak, hey, oh yeah. Man, I don't know why they pay him that much, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, man, you listen at the top number, bro. You don't know what he's doing for the cap this year. The man ain't made what? Ain't even making $20,000 this year or something? Like,
man.
I mean, $20 million, you know what I mean? Like,
signing bonus.
On the cap.
Yeah.
Like, his deal is, Dallas do deals where they can get out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody be worried about the damn how much money D-Law taking, how much money Dak taking.
Right.
Shit, ain't nobody worried about them when they contract get cut up and they get shipped out, and you know what I'm saying, like, where all that, you know what I'm saying, where's all that energy when these folks fighting for their money, you know what I'm saying? Like, you saying what they shouldn't get, hurting the team.
Man.
Shit, team hurting them.
Man.
But, man, hold on, J-Ron Curse.
One more
What's
thing.
going on with that situation?
One more thing, yeah. Shit, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we just waiting on something to come out. You know what I mean? We just hanging around. We just hanging around cooling, you know what I mean? But I would imagine that we're trying to make money to retain J-Run. I think if we have any priorities this offseason, it'll be 2 more guys. It'll be Randy and J-Run, in my mind.
And I hope they keep him, man. Like, they got to keep Randy. But J-Run, bro, he brought some of that defense, like, man, the energy we hadn't seen in years. Bro. Like, I ain't seen that shit in years. Like, that, what they call it, What that little saying they were talking about?
I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what you saying. What you talking about, man? You say yeet.
Hey, whatever that shit was, they talking about just knocking folks' heads off.
Who
shit.
said
Goddamn,
that? Who the fuck?
Taking names.
Who the
shit.
fuck said they gonna take
You
some
know that
names?
little, they had some kind of little saying
I don't know
going
what you
on.
talking about, man. We
Shit,
coming up. Yeet. Run, hit, and talk shit, man. Run, hit, and talk shit.
That's the one.
Come on, man.
Run, hit, talk shit.
That man say yeet.
Shit, I'm thinking of Zeke eating, but goddamn it, hey. Hey, but yeah, man, we need that energy back, though, man. Like, that's real. We need that energy back. Shit, Bobby Wagner, you know, he'll old vet, but you know what I'm saying? He'll help. Shit, Parsons can learn some shit from him.
For
like,
sure.
man. But I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I was just sitting here. I just wanted to get on there and defend my quarterback, man. I'm just tired of these folks. Like, the little character came on, you know.
Yeah.
He a Dak hater now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, yeah, man. He just, bro, stop moving the goalposts, man. Like I said, who you going to get to replace that man, bro?
Right.
There's not one person. Like you say, Carson Wentz.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
See how that worked out. You know what I mean? Come on. Ain't nobody replacing. You got to pay him, bro. There's only, what, 15 people in the damn world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That, like, pay him. All right, Bosh, go ahead, man. I'm sitting here listening, though.
No pair.
I just had to get in on that.
No pair fairly, ladies and gentlemen. Yeet. Talk about some yeet. Ass out here. Talk about some yeet. Hey, man, can we get yeets in the chat box? Y-E-E-T. Can we get yeets in the chat box? Please. Let's get some yeets in the chat. Let's see. Leon Lemuel. He dropped 5 and says, was the Coop trade a statement that CD is our number 1 receiver? Do you think Leo's hip has dropped his trade value? I think Leo's hip is fine. And I mean, shit, it got to be a message. I mean, CD's the number 1 guy now, so CD's the number 1 guy now. There is no other message, so. Tariq Salim dropped 5 in the super chat, says, I'm not hating on Dak, right or wrong. I have my own opinion. Y'all be acting like we can't critique my quarterback. I want to win. Well, we all want to win. And I don't think you wrong for critiquing your quarterback. I think there's some places where you kind of contradicted yourself, and I addressed that or whatever. But I don't think your options are that thick. Quarterback in the National Football League is the hardest job on earth. It's only 32 jobs, but it ain't even 32 good starting quarterbacks. You got one of them. You have a quarterback that's worthy of being a starting quarterback. It's about 18 of them that's good for real, and yours is top 10 at the least. I got him top 3 to 5. You understand? I don't know. That's just how I feel. You know what I mean? But appreciate the super chat though, brother Tariq. Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get this a pause. And like I said, man, we not stopping nobody's opinion. We you can think what you want to think, but I can also think that you're wrong. That's the beauty of it. You grab a dog, you choke him, and you kick the shit out of him. Who I said? JR the Mailman. JR the Mailman. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's going on, Voch, man? It's been a minute since I called into your show.
Cause y'all don't rock with Voch during draft season, man. It's cool, man. Y'all don't like.
I do, man. I've been watching your draft videos.
Good, man.
I just had a couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
With Cedric Wilson gone to Miami, who do we thrust in that slot role? And do you think that CD is ready to flourish as the number 1 receiver?
Yeah. By the numbers, CD was your top receiver last year. So, I think he'll just continue to make his, progress or whatever. CD.
But I kind of thought, not to cut you off or anything, but I kind of thought that, me looking at it from my point of view, I thought, Amar and CD Gallup kind of opened up for CD to get to get his catches.
I mean, sure, but if that's the case, even if you end up doubling CD, like that's his job as the number one guy. So that just means Gallup and number 3 guy got to step up because CD is taking over. You know what I mean? And then once you get to that point, then you have to manufacture production for CD. So I mean, it's all part of it. You know what I mean? It's all part of the funk. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah, and my last question was I'm kind of high on Nakobe Dean with their first round pick.
Who?
But Nakobe Dean.
Okay, Georgia linebacker Nakobe Dean. Gotcha. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm kind of high on him with that first round pick. But if we could steal Bobby Wags and pair him with Parsons, I think that'll be a good move as well. But
Sure.
I don't know if you want to get younger at that spot. I mean, Bobby Wags he'll be in his 11th season, so it's just like being stuck.
Talking about get young. I want to get better. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who it is. So yeah, if he's better, then sure, Bobby Wagner's probably going to be better than Jabril. So yeah, Jabril's going to be some version of a will linebacker, and Micah's going to have to pass rush sometimes. So there will be a place for Jabril and Bobby to navigate. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it. And then plus, like, we're not promising Jabril a spot. So,
Right.
if you get Bobby, then just draft Nakobe, and he's going to be in competition with Jabril. Bobby's not going to be here forever. So your young core could be Dean,
Right.
Cox, and Parsons, and whatever your future core is. Because sometimes, first of all, people get hurt, and then Parsons is going to have to pass rush sometimes. So yeah, just draft them anyway. I don't mind.
Yeah, and I just think I think we kind of draft more. We draft more coverage linebackers than physical linebackers that stop the run. And I think there's more what we draft. Pretty quick, athletic, but they can cover. But we don't draft good, run stopping linebacker. That's just my opinion. I don't, that's just my opinion. Looking over the years, we hadn't had a linebacker since we hadn't drafted a good linebacker since Sean Lee.
Since Michael Parsons, motherfucker. Since Michael Parsons.
Well, I'm just saying.
God damn. And that motherfucker 250.
I'm saying
Michael Parsons 250.
Because they moved.
We just did it.
They moved Michael around.
We just did
They
it.
moved him around. But
We just did it. And he went to the Pro Bowl. We just did it. He was the best player in football. He just did it. No, sir. I feel you, though, my guy. You ain't wrong. I got you, JR. Did you have another question?
No, that's all, man. That's all. I was just thinking about that. We got Parsons right now, but I was saying, before Parsons.
Yeah, I feel you. Prior to Vander Esch. Yeah, I got you, my guy.
Jalen, Smith would have panned out. But
Jalen Vander Esch. I got you. Appreciate it, JR. Good call, man.
All right.
Boy, sure would be nice. We got another corner up here, boy. We ain't drafted a corner since Morris Claiborne, boy. We need a Oh man, shouts out to Jay. Hey, y'all funny today. Y'all making me laugh today.
The conference has been locked.
Like, I've been giggling for a minute. But we good though. Appreciate y'all calling, man. I just love y'all to pieces, man. I love y'all to pieces. Chop from Funky Time. What up?
Yo, what's up, Voch? Well, you funny, man. You funny.
I'm chilling, man. I'm just, we just talking. I ain't saying nothing crazy.
All right, well, let's have this conversation then.
Yes, sir.
First of all, big up to Demarcus Lawrence and signing that deal.
For sure.
I think that was great.
Yes, sir.
I think he did a team friendly deal. So, and it's good, like you said, the leadership gets to stay in there. A little bit of continuity gets to stay in there, and we need to keep doing what Dan Quinn doing.
Yep.
I wasn't gonna talk about this, but I'm just listening to this Dak rhetoric all over the place, and this crap is killing me. I'm 100% on board with you on this, and I think people, they need somebody to blame, like they blame Romo for every little thing they had to blame him for. But anyway, if people would look at the play of Connor Williams and Tyler Biadasz, they would see that they was in Dak's lap almost every time the ball was hiked to him, he couldn't even set his feet to even set up a play down the field.
Sure.
Period.
Sure.
But the way they look at it, man, throw the ball. Well, shoot. He is waiting on plays to develop because
Right.
that's the way the scheme is ran.
Right.
We don't know if it's 7-yard routes, 12-yard routes, 15 routes. You got to wait for him to develop.
Right.
You got those rovers back there on defense waiting on him to throw that ball early, so that's a quick pick.
Yes, sir.
But people just don't realize how this whole game is played. Obviously, they haven't played football, but they can make football comments on a quarterback that's pretty damn good.
Right.
And you know, they just don't realize it. I mean, if everybody on the team was to actually do their job correctly,
For sure.
Dak wouldn't have to overcompensate. Now, sometimes
Right.
you know football don't always go the way it's supposed to go, and sometimes you have to overcompensate.
Yeah.
But not all the time.
Right.
You have to overcompensate
For sure.
for bad plays on the line.
Right.
Why in the hell they think Zeke can't run the ball? Oh, because he's done?
Done.
No, because the line scheme is jacked up.
Jacked up.
Dak can't throw the ball, Zeke can't run the ball, but it's all Dak's fault.
So, yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah,
Makes
you
no
know,
sense.
rhetoric, man. You know how it go.
And that's some crazy stuff. But I think we're in a great position as far as the overall draft.
Yeah.
I think we can basically do what we want to do. I would love to see a stack up on the O-line, though. I know it's crazy, but I would love to see a stack up on first round O-line. And then, like I said, we got a plethora of wide receivers. We got a plethora of linebackers
Right.
that can actually play two ways, which that's what we're doing now.
Right.
DN and linebacker. So I think we're in a great position. I hope they go ahead and take that money and you know, do what I think they're gonna do, which is Javon Curse and Randy Gregory. I think that's a priority.
For sure.
And if it is, that's gonna be great.
For
Everybody else, we can fill it up, and we can just hope for the best.
For sure. 100%. Chop from Funky Town, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you. I
Hey,
actually,
let me do it too,
yes, sir. No, you good. I actually don't think that's a crazy idea. Doubling and tripling up an offensive line. I actually feel like we should draft offensive line every single year. Like that's just, my opinion. I think if you draft offensive line enough and you draft it properly, then you don't have to keep drafting offensive line. And that's the one thing that you want to try to avoid. Constantly drafting offensive line. Like, when Tyron Smith is your guy, you don't have to draft starting left tackle for years. You know what I mean? Or Zach Martin or Travis or whatever. You don't have to worry about that position for years. So I'm trying to be to a point to where, hey, whoever we take, I don't want to have to worry about it for years. You understand? Voch, should we sign Juju? Juju's terrible. He's more in his TikTok and shit. I'm good on Jiu-Jitsu Smith. I appreciate it though. Who I said? We're gonna go roll and we're gonna finish with Damon, and then we're gonna talk to the chat for a little bit. Roll, what's happening?
How's it going?
Cooling. How you doing today? What's life like? Talk to us. What you got for the show?
Man, I got about 30 minutes, but I can't.
You sure don't.
Listening in.
You sure don't got 30 minutes. But go ahead, I'm listening.
I know, man. I'm shout out to you. I haven't called in a while. Shout out to you and Jeff and
for sure. Appreciate
all the
you.
other communities. The Dallas community is freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We 100% have the best online presence. Like I put our content community, whether it be the podcast, the website, the radio, and the YouTube guys, I 100%, consider, the YouTube as to being a part of that thing that we do. And, some people prefer us, more than others. Just
every day.
Just pick a team. Nobody has a better online presence. So, It is what
it's not even close. I spread you guys around. I was like, I'm former military, whatever. All my friends from the Marines, all our Cowboys fans from all over the U.S. I'm like, hey, you gotta listen to this guy. You gotta listen to this guy. So hopefully you gained some people from that, and
Appreciate
everybody
you.
else, Jeff and all you guys, because you guys are amazing.
Appreciate you
Keep
for
it
everything.
fun,
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
There's there's so much to talk about. The D. Lawrence contract is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
People, give like the front office a lot of a hard time, but look what they're doing. And D. Lawrence is a player that could go make a lot of money, and he decides to stay, so it's for a reason.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
This is a good team.
Yeah,
this is a good team, and it's awesome that they're, it's bad that we lost Amari, but that's a cap thing. If there wasn't a cap, we'd have Amari, but
right.
you got to shake it up. And to me, like, I've been a fan, and I'm just a fan.
Right.
I watch whether Kellen Moore's the quarterback or Romo or whoever's been. I'm proud that Dak is our quarterback. Like, I have to fight off all those haters here where I'm at.
Right.
And we're gonna win. And if we're not, I mean, we're gonna be a contender every year.
Right.
100%. He's the people don't realize what we have, and it's kind of a shame. But I'm glad that they're shaking it up. You have to bring new talent, new people in here.
And that's what the draft is going to be. And then plus,
Exactly.
like you said, we do have this money, so I'm very much sure we're going to do something with it. So, whatever we do in free agency plus the draft, I think it'll be fine because we're retaining most of our core players anyway. The only guys we're really losing, and it sucks, but the only core guys that we're losing is Coop and Lael. So, we just got to try to find a way to supplement that somehow and use this money the right way and, rebuild properly. But I think we can do it.
Yeah, there's that little saying that says, don't keep doing the same things expecting the different results, right?
For sure.
So you got to shake it up. At 24, I think this is a bad year to pick high because everybody that you would pick top 10, you could probably pick in the 20s in another year.
100%.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, but and like I said, I'm just a fan of Lloyd, the linebacker. I know Jacoby Dean is freaking amazing, this process. I just like Lloyd's pop. I mean, when he hits people, they feel it. And you can go watch the tape. I watch it, and people are coming off the ground when he hits. And that's what I like about him. Sure. That's like just a personal preference, I guess.
For sure. For sure.
You
I feel
so.
you. He's
man, I just shout out to everybody. What's up?
No. I was just saying that Devin Lloyd's a cool player. Former safety, plays linebacker now, so he kind of plays linebacker like a safety. You know what I'm saying? Probably gonna be like a coverage linebacker type dude. Yeah, fun player, cool player.
And that's what I hear a lot. But I mean, I saw some of his games, and when he engages, it's usually to. I mean, to me, it looks he's getting people off the ground, or maybe that's just some of the plays I saw. But I think he's a little bit more aggressive than just a coverage person.
Sure.
And like his processing is nowhere near Jacoby Dean.
Sure.
But I think he's got heart, and I mean, like I said, you can't go wrong with either of those guys. It's just
sure.
Yeah, like I said, we can draft guard them or receiver or whatever. It's just. I think you're going to get the same players at 24 than at 1.
You goddamn right. We're going to get some guards up in here. Yes, sir. Get some offensive line love up in here. Appreciate you, Raul. Great call. Thank you for everything that you do, sir.
Y'all have a good night.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, y'all ain't never got to convince Voch to get some offensive line up in here. You feel me? You ain't never got to convince Voch to get some offensive line up in here. You feel me? Never. And let's see. Ewan, MD 12 dropped 20 euros in a super chat in the National Voch. That's my handle. I just may learn to speak Mandarin, Japanese for this yen that I'm handling. 20 euros. He says, Voch, what do you think of Cedric Wilson? From a Miami fan. Well, I'm not going to be bitter. I see some Cowboy fans on the Twitter machine earlier. They were being bitter to Miami fans. They were talking shit about Cedric Wilson. I do think Cedric Wilson is a very solid complimentary wide receiver. And I think y'all really got him for a good price. I think Cedric Wilson makes like he's making like 7-point-something million a year. And I think for that you're going to get some really good value for him. He can play inside and out, but you're probably going to leave him at slot. He's a really smart football player. He's an ex-quarterback, so he kind of finds the zone really well. You know what I mean? It's up to your quarterback to, like, find him, though. And that's where they really got to be on the same page with that. Solid speed, but he thinks he's faster than he really is, but he's not that. And he thinks he's quicker than he really is, but he's not slow or nothing like that. And I kind of think he has problems finding the football in the air. And when I first said that, it sounded kind of nitpicky when I said it, but like that very last play in the San Francisco game was a prime example of Cedric Wilson not finding the football. So you get a solid, long slot receiver that, he's solid. He's very solid. Solid player. And what else? We got one last call. We got Damon on the phone. What up, Damon?
Man, you know me, same old soup reheated.
Hey, my guy. What you got for the show, man? Talk to us. Bless us with some content,
man.
Sir.
Hey, man, I got to give a shout out to Chop because he took my point, man. I was going to say we need to I think the best way for us to attack this thing, man, is now that we freed up that money with the Demarcus Lawrence deal, which is ultimately a win-win because, I mean, he gets his $30 million and we get to take $10 million off the books.
Yes, sir.
But ultimately, man, I think that, obviously everybody's saying the same thing. Let's make a play for Bobby Wagner. But why it makes sense is because it gives Micah one more year to kind of roam around and do his thing and really learn how to do it. And then also Bobby Wagner slides seamlessly into that Dan Quinn defense.
Yes, sir.
So you take the green dot, you give it to Bobby Wagner, you let him learn, you let him teach Micah Parsons and then, continue to let 11 be that beast.
Yep.
But the big thing is that I think, the NFL has shown you that you build your defense through free agency and you build your offense through the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is the best way to go, is to go ahead and, like y'all was saying, stack up these offensive linemen. And you know what? Honestly, stack up some wide receivers too. We got at this point 7-8 picks
mm-hmm.
with the fact that we just got that 5th round pick. That extra pick from Cleveland.
Right.
So why not go heavily offensive? We went heavy defensive last year. Let's get some quality offensive linemen, some quality wide receivers, and snatch up a tight end, and let's see what we can make it happen, man.
Right. 100%. I love it. I don't dislike a thing that you said. The only thing that's kind of in the way of that is, will they sign Bobby? But we were in contact.
Right.
We were in contact with Bobby's people. So as long as the number didn't sound crazy and it doesn't get in the way of Randy and J-Ron, hey, let's boogie. But we make it. But we are making.
Go ahead.
My bad. We are making cap room for a reason. You know what I'm saying? We ain't. Go ahead then. Go ahead then. Do it.
My bad. I was about to say. I was like, we didn't do that for nothing.
For sure.
You literally just took my point. There's no way that we just restructured that, and we can save another $10 million with Lyle Collins after the post June 1 cut.
For sure.
And we are not about to be out here making some moves.
For sure.
There's some money to be thrown at Bobby Wagner and Randy Gregory.
Because
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, sir, you good. Bring it on home for us. Because we actually had enough money to sign Randy and J-Ron anyway. So this move just added some extra. Then the Lael is gonna add some extra. I think it's something that we, you know what I'm saying. Something's in store. Something's in store. We just gotta be patient. Because look, think about this too. 2 years ago, we didn't sign what's his face? The crazy cat, Everson Griffin. We didn't sign him till like August. You know what I mean? Like it was way after the draft when we signed Everson. You know what I'm saying? I was
remember how much we thought that was a home run though, and we thought we got him for the cheap.
To be fair, Everson Griffin looked good when he went back to Minnesota. That was a Mike Nolan problem.
Before he got to crying on TikTok and pulling guns on everybody.
That was a Mike Nolan issue. That was that big problem. Dontari Poe, Mike can still play. but
right.
But Mike Nolan. But yeah, man. You have made some fantastic points, and we all on the same page about that. I just think that we need to be patient. I know the very popular thing is to hop on social media and just hate on Steven. And I ain't just saying that because fans do it or my cohorts do it. I just genuinely think we should just wait this out, because we talking shit now. But if we sign back Curse and Randy and like some premium guys and like a gang of role players that we like, and then we go do that thing that we do where we find good players that we know for cheap and we trade like a fifth for somebody good. If we do all that shit, then we save the offseason. So I just think we should be a little more patient about it. Just a little more patient.
You know what? Speaking of social media, that's a matter of fact, I think I tweeted you earlier today. I was thinking, what if we sent, with the fact that the Buccaneers have just franchise tagged Chris Godwin again, well, why not reach out to the Buccaneers and see what they want for Tyler Johnson? That's a quality slot guy right there, who knows how to find the zone, and it doesn't look like he's overly valued in the passing game with the Buccaneers. That might be a move that I say I'd at least reach out.
Let me tell you something, man. I was 30 seconds away from retweeting you, right? I was I was in the sauna, so I ain't really get like time to do it or whatever. But look, you was like, hey man, you think we can go to the Buccaneers and get Tyler Johnson? And I was like, man, I'm so upset about this Coop shit. We can go find a number 1 receiver for a 5th round pick. That's what I was about to say. But I ain't say it.
Only we would give up a number 1 receiver for a 5th round pick. I still don't want to talk about that. I'm a little in my feelings about that. Either way, I think we need to be reaching out to the Buccaneers.
For sure, 100%. I don't mind it, man. I like your thought process. Appreciate you, my guy. Fantastic call, man. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Man, what a call. Fantastic call. Chat box, for whatever reason y'all didn't get a chance to call into the show today, I want to give you an opportunity to ask questions as well. For the many of reasons that you couldn't call in, you may have talked up your anytime minutes anytime. You may be in Zimbabwe and there's a time difference on top of daylight saving time. You may be at work and you probably can't be like Jack from Allstate, where you can just pick up the Allstate phone and call in. You know what I'm saying? You probably work a job where you can't talk on the phone, but you can send something through the chat box. This is your time. If you would like to get in contact with the show, chat box, now is your time. Go ahead. David Long, subscribe. Appreciate you. Welcome to the family, Sean. And then we got Your Blues also subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all. Salute. We did some good things today. And if there's anybody in the chat brand new, I don't wear glasses all the time. I don't want y'all to think I'm just some arrogant bastard that just wears glasses inside. But sometimes when you got to celebrate, you got to put your glasses on. You got to put your glasses on inside, man. Hollywood Voch, you know what I mean? You got to do it. Just cut up a little bit of chat watching music. Cut up just a little bit, just in my ear. Just a little bit of chat reading music in my ear. What y'all got, chat? Responding to you. This is your time. What you doing? What we get? What's the time? I just back a boom. Clean the table, wash the dishes. Boom. Did we get it? Yeah, we did it. Boom. Adams County, shouts out to Natchez. Natchez football. Adams County, shouts out to Triple D. Unless you like talking about Adams County, like Wyoming or something. I don't know where the hell they at, but if you talking about Adams County, Mississippi, my hometown Natchez, then shouts out to you, sir. What would be a realistic deal for Bobby? We don't know, because Bobby's taking this personally from a free agent standpoint. You also have to consider the idea that Bobby's made his money already, so we don't even know if Bobby might be chilling. Bobby might be like, y'all remember Chandler Jones came out a little bit ago and he says, hey, I'm looking for an opportunity and it's not about money. Chandler Jones wanted to make it incredibly clear the idea that, hey, he's not looking for like this huge bag in the offseason. Chandler Jones just, he chilling, man. Chandler Jones is chilling. He just want to go play for a winner. He want to play for a contender. So that might be the same time that Bobby's on. So if we hope that Bobby's on that kind of time that he wants to play for a contender, then God bless him. God bless him. Come on over here. Come on over here, brother Bobby. We got some room for you. Shakir in the third round, I think there'll be better players there. That linebacker Anderson is a beast. Troy Anderson from Montana State. My only problem is that he plays for Montana State, and everybody on the field with him is kind of trash. And with him being the best player on the field, it's kind of hard to evaluate him because they put him at nickel corner and like safety and all that shit. So you don't really know how good Troy Anderson is because he's, you know, surrounded by these lawyers that go to school at Montana State. But he runs fast, so you know. But you know, cool player though. Karlaftis or Zion Johnson? Karlaftis. I think Zion Johnson's like an early second round guy for me. He's like a tweener. He's like a 1-2 tweener. I think Karlaftis is a bona fide first round pick. Realistic deal for Bobby. You give the Joneses a pass if they make better decisions. I'm not really into giving anybody passes or giving anybody a hard time. I think that's doing too much. I'm just a football fan, so I'm not really here to hop on my platform and talk shit about the Joneses or give them passes or like give them a pass. You know what I mean? I talk about what happened and I talk about what I think the result of the season is going to be. Like, what, I'm gonna take my belt off and whoop a millionaire? Like, come on, a billionaire. Pardon me. Whoop a billionaire? Nah, good. Whatever happens, happens. Voch, let's get these big kids on the O-line and make the running game great again. Yes, sir. Cam Jurgen, the center from Nebraska. I heard good things. I haven't seen him. Jahan Dotson, quarterback, wasn't any good. The Penn State guy? He was fine. Jalen Tolbert's quarterback wasn't no good. That motherfucker was terrible. Except the trade fall back to get Zion. Nah, I'm picking at 24. I don't want to trade away from 24 and get too cute. Plus, other teams may not think the way about Zion Johnson that I think about Zion Johnson. So I'm thinking I'm trading back to get him, and he might be gone. So, nah. Double dip at wide receiver in this draft class. I hate that idea. I hate that idea. What two wide receivers would I take? I don't know. The best ones there. But I hate double dipping at receiver. I don't think we need to do that. I would double dip at offensive line, but not at receiver. What if we have Karlaftis available at 24? Take him. Would you pick him up and trade D-Law and get an extra pick? No, you just sign D-Law and got. If you trade D-Law and his guaranteed $30 million, you still got to pay his $30 million and you don't get D-Law. So no, that ain't gonna work. And yeah, just keep the depth. Just keep the depth. You know what I mean? Just hold on to Karlaftis. If Karlaftis is there, then he's the bona fide best player in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I just restarted the beat. The beat's 3 minutes. I'm gonna stop when the beat stops. Troy Anderson's lighting ass a little bit, yeah. Andrew Lopez, interior offensive lines of position. Oh, okay, cool. You think CD would be up for the challenge and Gallup also? Yeah, that'd be fine. That'll be fine. What about Penning, Jordan Davis, Troy Anderson, Tyquan Thornton? Like, what about him? Like, what I think about him, or if I had to pick out of those? The best player of that group is Jordan Davis. Yeah, Jordan Davis is the best player of that group. Respectfully, we are no contender. Respectfully, if you're in the playoffs, you are a contender. Because what you do when you go to the playoffs, you contend. So Carson Wentz ain't gonna stop that. So sign AB, sign D-Jax. No, I'm good. Garrett Wilson is a faster CD Lamb. I think Garrett Wilson is a different type of player. Garrett Wilson is a route runner. He's a slick route runner. He yaks different than Lamb. He's a different kind of yak. I don't think they're similar. I don't think there's a Lamb in this class. I don't think there's a player like Lamb in this class. Garrett Wilson is more like Coop than anything. But in real life, he's more like a Cooper Kupp than anything. If anything. But Voch, Ed Ingram is my favorite lineman, just a grown man. He's a good player. He's a good player. What makes you think Dallas is still a contender in 2022? Because they're a playoff team. You would name 2 Buckeyes. We just need young boys to produce and make plays, not replace Cooper. Sure. Oh, you talking about Montana? Okay. Interior O-line is not a premium position. Interior O-line is important. And if you drafting at 24, you draft whoever the fuck's there. Like, defensive tackle is not a premium position, but if Jordan Davis is there at 24, you take him. Damn premium. I'm over that conversation. I'm over that premium shit. How we feeling now that we signed D-Law and just joined the stream? We feel good. Chargers off-season champs. If they can put it together, I guess. If they can put it together. Chargers off-season champs. No, Dallas need O-line. Why people love Zion Johnson over Green? I don't see it. Me neither. I think Kenyon Green is incredible and way better than Zion Johnson. Way better than Zion Johnson. I lied. When this beat cut off, we're going to stop. Wilson is a better route runner, catcher, and faster than CD. We can debate catcher. And I know CD had his drops in the league or whatever, but I'm just thinking about prospects. Like, we didn't think CD was a dropper in college. If I had to grade their hands, CD had the better hands if we just talk about prospects. So, but they're different players for sure. Go look at contracts and get back to me. Go look at where the premium. Okay. Zach Martin got a check, bro. Zach Martin make more than Tyron and Terrence. Probably put together, to be fair. Trash shit. Let's see. These teams are signing offensive linemen. Here's the hope of the stud offensive lineman. It's gonna be a stud offensive lineman at 24. It's a lot of offensive line they can play this year. Plenty of offensive line they can play this year. Tober not gonna make it to the 3rd. Wilson probably not gonna make it to 24 neither. I think Traylon Burks would be drafting a redundancy on this team. I don't want to draft tight end in the 3rd round. We can take tight ends late, but I'm not drafting tight end in the 3rd round. Me personally, I wouldn't want to. Me and Jeff gonna do some work tomorrow, like midday. So stay tuned. Me and him was just texting about it. Kyle Hamilton worth it if he falls like safeties do? Sure. He'll definitely fall like safeties do. If not, then that's interesting. Chris Olave is Coop but faster. He's not Coop. Chris Olave is more of a burner. Coop is a route runner. Garrett Wilson is more of a Coop than Chris Olave is. Allen Robinson, no. I think this wide receiver draft is too deep to look at free agent wide receivers or a free agent wide receiver that'll be expensive. What do you think about the linebacker quality potential in day 2 and day 3? Yeah, they're fine. I wouldn't ask them to like be immediate starters, but you know what I'm saying, that'll be cool. I just restarted the song. This is my 3rd time restarting the song to damn answer y'all questions, man, because I'm enjoying answering y'all's questions. But when this beat go off for sure, I'm done answering questions. I love Penning at guard. He will get exposed at left tackle. I agree. I don't know why people like Penning at tackle, but Tolbert is more like Lamb. When I was watching Tolbert, I got a lot of Chris Godwin from him. You know what I mean? Just a get open, get up, go catch it guy, hands guy. You know what I'm saying? You know, solid all around dude. I think Tolbert got a lot of Chris Godwin in him. Lamb was special in college, man. I think I think Lamb is gonna be a special pro. I just think he gotta, you know, come into his own. Like, this is his third year. Like, everybody wants somebody to be great year one. That shit ain't always gonna be the case. And fucking Lamb was great year one and year two. I just think this is going into his third year. I think this is where like special comes out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure. Lamb different, man. Lamb different. I'm not here for no Lamb slander. 3 best tackles in the draft. Akeem, Evan, Charles. Honey Badger? Yeah, I don't know. Probably not. Badger will solidify our. Well, the problem with Honey Badger is, you know, I would rather J-Ron at this point. I would rather J-Ron than Honey Badger, honestly. I dead ass think J-Ron was like the best strong safety in football last year. I dead ass think that. I ain't just saying that because I'm a Cowboys fan. I sincerely think he was the best one in football. How do you feel about Semi getting tight end snaps? Semi too soft to get tight end snaps, and we're missing like a blocking element. So I would rather have like a blocker at tight end. Plus, we're gonna need him at wide receiver. Like, we ain't got receiver body, so I'm good on that. Somebody was like, Voch, can we put TJ Vash? Man, look, man, don't ask me nothing about TJ Vash. Damn. Okay, this is the last time I'm restarting this beat. I'm not gonna do it again. I just enjoy reading y'all comments. We're not restarting the beat again. It's the last time we're gonna do it. We need to trade Anthony Brown for a 3rd round pick. That's cute. Michael McFadden, Mike Rowe. Voch, real quick, what's the goal for defensive ends? What's the goal for defensive ends in a 3-4? To play 2 gaps, which is C gap and B gap, so that your outside rushers either run free or like you know, there has to be gap integrity in defense or whatever. So if they're playing B gap, then that's when you bring your outside rush. If they play C gap, then that's when an interior linebacker, one of your 20 backers, is going to blitz B gap. So it's their job to create defensive ambiguity, which works. They're really just bigger 3 techs, honestly. And it's their job to be bigger so that your ends can be smaller, in which they turn to linebackers. Keep waiting on Lamb to be great. We ain't gotta wait long. God damn it. Tamara says, see what? What you said? What? Let me go back and see what you said, because you messy. You probably said something about me restarting this beat. I don't know, just mind your business. Mind your business. What I think about Damone Clark, I'm gonna clean up a lot of linebackers tomorrow. I watched some more wide receivers today. Hey, Jess. Voch, have you not seen Olave run routes? Him and Garrett was the best route running receivers in Ohio State since Michael Thomas and Chris Carter. I watched a bunch of them. I watched a lot of Olave in particular. I watched both. Olave is not the route runner that Garrett Wilson is. Garrett Wilson is a ridiculous route runner. And I don't even think Olave. And look, if you want to just talk about Ohio State running backs, Ohio State wide receivers, and if you're an Ohio State fan, then that's your business. But what's my man from Penn State? Not Tolbert, but Dotson. Dotson's a better wide receiver. He's a better route runner than Olave. It's just that Olave's a good route runner for the type of player that he is. That burner, vertical type guy. He's a solid route runner for that kind of guy. But if we're talking about route runners like Garrett Wilson, they're not the same, in my personal opinion. I'm restarting the beat one more time. This shit go by fast, man. Last time. I promise this is the last time. I'm not doing it again. Just say it's like that. What's it like, Jess? What happened? What I do this time? Now, see, Adam, I like Malik Turner. If we brought back Malik Turner to be our third receiver, I feel good about the core. We ain't got to add nobody, in which we could add somebody, but I like Malik Turner. I like Malik. From what he gave us, I like Malik a little more than Cedric Wilson. To be fair, let that motherfucker get a shot. You damn right. Shitting me? Oh yeah, Jess, this is the end of the show. So like, if you was trying to call in, like the phone's locked. The phone's locked. I'm sorry. Call back tomorrow. Call back tomorrow. Okay, Tamara being messy. Tamara's so messy, and I'm so used to her mess. I know what she laughing at and being messy about without me even like asking. Like I already know. I just don't want to hop. Do I still have that program? No. There you go. Go let Kobe out. There you go. What I cook, Voch has been juicing. I ain't got no bottles in here, but yeah, Voch has been drinking raw juice. So I had a carrot, celery, something nonsense mix, and like a watermelon something nonsense mix. So that's what I ate today. Don't ask, it upsets me. Have you seen this guy named Kenyon Green? Voch dude is very good. I've been preaching about Kenyon Green for since I watched him, so since January, since that first Dane Brugler mock that had Kenyon Green. Yeah, I've been rocking with Kenyon Green. Voch, what's the game plan now? Sorry, I'm late. Shit. Hit rewind. It's what? It's almost a 2-hour stream. Yeah, hit rewind. I got you. Hit rewind. I got you. They sleep on Dawson? Sure. Jahan Dawson is a better route runner than Olave. Agree. Okay, well, we good then. We good. Okay, look. This is really the last time I'm going to restart this beat, and that's only because I looked up at my clock, and we had an hour and 56-minute stream. I only want to take us to 2 hours. I would be classless if I stopped the stream at an hour and 56 minutes. I at least want to give y'all the 2 hours y'all deserve, because y'all been hanging in there rocking with me, man. So the least I can do is give y'all a proper 2-hour stream. So we're going to cut the beat back on. Appreciate all the super chats that hit us up today that showed some love to the show. Stelio, Shaq Edwards, Leon, Tariq, Ewan, and Joe. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, Jess said she was trying to call. Yeah, we locked the phones up. We showing some love to the chat right now. We showing some love to the chat. Ready Red made me sick, man. Ready Red made me sick. Coop won't come off the stoop or the fridge. Definitely. Malik definitely hungry for sure. Should I start from the beginning? Start from the beginning, sir. I don't waste time in my streams. And look, that's the part I be hating the most. Like, people don't really file into this thing till I'm like 30 minutes into my stream. Like, bro, the best part of my streams be like the first 15 minutes, man. Y'all be late as hell, man. Like, man, turn your notifications on. All right? Turn them goddamn notifications on, bro. Does Cooper have 1,000-yard season in Cleveland his first year? Well, shit. Chubb gonna get some carries. Kareem gonna get some carries, and Baker Mayfield gonna throw the football. So I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't promise it. I wouldn't bank on it. I wouldn't bank on it. I wouldn't bank on it. Baker Mayfield threw for a total of 3,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. I don't think it's gonna happen. Tamara ain't shit. I put that on everything. Thank you, Voch, for not being like so many Cowboys content creators right now, being emotional over unreasonable. Hey, man, I don't want to, because everybody got that certain content that they look for, man. Some people, want the chill, positive stuff. That's kind of what I do. You're never gonna see Voch flip furniture in here, man. I'm not gonna be that mad. I hated losing Cooper, but at least it's my job to talk about all sides of it. You know what I mean? But there are Cowboy fans that want to. See angry fans because that's how they feel, So if you want to go watch them, that's fine too. I love Jeff to pieces, man. We're actually doing the show tomorrow, so tune in to Voch and Jeff doing work tomorrow. Hey, as a Dolphin fan, do you think Said will pan out as our wide receiver 2 or 3? Sure. All right, that's time, right? We had a 2. Look at that, and we ain't even gonna restart it. The only reason the song restarted is because it's on repeat. Let me stop. But hey, 2-hour stream. It was a fun one. It was a good one. I appreciate everybody for calling in. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for dropping supers, showing love, dropping likes. Appreciate the new people that subscribe. We got some big things in the way. Big things coming. For the channel or whatever. So stay tuned for announcements, man. We got some. Got some good work on the way. What's next on the docket for Patreon? We're probably gonna look at. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. We're probably gonna watch some linebackers. We got Brandon Smith, Brian Asamoah, Christian Harris from Alabama, Damone Clark, and Darian Beavers. So we're probably going to watch some linebackers tomorrow. All right, so I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You like Vaughn if Gregory leaves? Not really. I just hope Gregory leaves. I agree. I ain't shit. Yeah, I'm like that too. Do you think we need a center? You watch Darian Beavers, Kyler Gordon, Voch. Voch. Content be hitting over the head like Mason Crosby. Shouts out to Cash Guy. So appreciate y'all. Hey, drop flames in the chat box as we leave. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Gone. Peace. We gonna let this beat ride out for 20 more seconds and I'm leaving. Peace. Gone.